What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Aisha, and I'm back with another motherfucking video.
Yeah, we only live in luxury. Plus I've been measuring how they fuck with me. When I make it, don't ask what's up with me, cause when I needed them the most, man, they was ducking me.
So today I'm going to be like doing a mini little mukbang slash Q&A. It's not really a Q&A. It is a Q&A, but it's not. It's like something little, just a couple of, it was like a video. Dang, I'm all messed up trying to say what I'm trying to say. Okay, I had posted something on Instagram about 5 or 6 days ago asking for people to tell me like things that they wanted me to do or things that y'all wanted to see, and people were just basically saying like, talk about how it is being a young mom, how was it having a baby at an early age, and just stuff like that. So I'm hungry, so I'm gonna do it while I'm eating. So basically it's a small mukbang. So let's get right into the video. So basically being a young mom is like being a mom that's 30 or 40 years old. Being a mom is being a mom. Yeah, it was a little different because when I had my daughter, well, when I was pregnant with my daughter, I was in high school. My overall pregnancy was good. I threw up, I think, twice with her. That's the first time is how I found out I was pregnant. But being a mom is a mom, no matter how old you are. So yeah, there are different things that I go through that my mom didn't necessarily have to go through because she had somebody there with her. My dad was always there. There was my stepdad. So yeah, my mom had like support from her spouse, if you get what I'm saying. Like, my mom and my dad split up. I don't think they were together while my mom was pregnant with me. But right after she had me, about 6 months later, she got my stepdad. Love my stepdad to death. I grew up in the same household with him. That's my stepdad. That's like another dad to me. My dad, he eventually got married to my stepmom, I was like, I think they got married in 2006. It was either 2006 or 2007. It was the same year my granddad died. It was like literally a month after my granddad died, they had got married. It wasn't, you know, supposed to be like that, of course, but they had already planned the wedding. So my dad had got with her when I was younger, like probably like 2 or 3. But from stories I hear, I didn't like her when I was younger. Like, they said I did not like her, I hated her, I didn't want to be around her. But that's my stepmom. It's the same thing with my stepdad. I grew up in the house with my stepdad, but I went to my dad's like every other weekend. So I mean, I basically grew up with 4 parents. So yeah, I have a support system as far as cousins, my kids' godparents, my family, his family. But it's like, I don't have that support that my mom had living with me. Like, my mom always had support. Now my mom is a mom, like she can do it on her own, but she just always had that support, and that's how I look at it. Yeah, I can do it on my own, but I have like a big support system, where my mom had a spouse support system and of course support from her family and friends and stuff. My support is like a community of people, my friends, my family, our families. It's just, I have so much support coming in. So as far as struggling, I've never struggled as a mom or whatever. Hold on, Taylor's calling me. So I can't really remember where I left off. I do know that I had said I really didn't struggle as a mom. I mean, I'm not struggling as a mom. Like I said, I have a big support system, so it's kind of hard. I think it would be kind of hard for me to, in a way, struggle, because I don't think anybody, my parents definitely would not just sit there and let me struggle with my kids. Like, my parents are definitely a big help with my kids. Trying to think of something else I can talk about. Oh, my kids' godparents, they go above and beyond for them. Yesterday, if you watch my vlog with Tori, she had bought some stuff for my daughter, well, not my daughter, my son, while I was in there. It wasn't, I'm trying to think. She had bought something for him. Oh, she got him like a whole bunch of things of water, because where I live we can't use our water because it's well water, and he can't drink well water being he's a newborn. So she bought him a whole bunch of jugs of water. She had got him some custom made shirts, a custom made what do you call it, a sleeper thing. She had got him one of those. And my kid's godfather, he always asks me, is there anything that the kids need? He mad because I ain't texting back, sorry. But he always texts me, is there anything that my kids need? Do they need any diapers? Is there anything that I can get? And sometimes I'll be like, no, you know, they're fine right now. He'll still send me money. And then I'll be like, he'll send me a little amount of money. And then if I be like, oh, they need this, that, or third, next thing you know, hear a large amount of money come in. I'm just like, you know, he didn't have to do this. But that's why I appreciate my kids' godparents so much, because they're always there for them. They're never gonna let me struggle as far as my kids. You know, they always make sure I was straight. I remember after I had my daughter, Tori told me like, hey, you need to get out the house and, you know, go be with your friends, because I don't want you to fall into a depression. Because I don't think after I had my daughter, I really was like, I know I was down, but it wasn't like this one. This one I have definitely been going through a lot, because I was going through a lot towards the end of my pregnancy. This one has definitely been, it's been hectic. I don't want to go too much in it because I feel like I'm going to start crying. But this one has definitely been hectic. It all started towards the end of my pregnancy. I was just going through a whole lot. I'm not going to speak on too much, but there's somebody coming in the neighborhood. I was just going through a whole lot, and I was, you know, I'm pregnant, so my feelings get hurt really easy. And it was just a lot that I had to deal with that I shouldn't have to deal with in my pregnancy. So after I had the baby, I'm still constantly going through stuff while trying to take care of a newborn, while trying to take care of myself, and while trying to take care of my daughter. It was a lot of stuff that I went through and I'm still going through that I should not have to be experiencing. And no mother should have to experience it at all. I don't feel like anybody should be put through the stuff that I've been put through. What else am I trying to say? It was just like, it's a lot of drama that should not be happening right now. A bunch of he said, she said, a bunch of lies, because people want to put their mouth in stuff and don't know the real story of what's actually going on. It's like, you know, one party's telling one situation when that's definitely not has happening, because the other party has receipts of what's actually going on, but party number one is telling these people that this, the third is going on, but that's not really what's happening. But these people are, of course, on this person's side, so they're gonna listen to what they're saying, but that's not really what's going on. So like, it's just a lot that is going on. Being that I had just graduated from high school when I had my daughter, I was debating on when I was gonna go back to school. I knew I was going back to school because having a kid at a young age was not going to stop me. I don't care if it takes me 10 years. I am going to be in my blue and gold walking across North Carolina A&T State Universities, the greatest HBCU stage. I'm going to walk across. I'm going to make it happen. I don't care if it takes me 30 years. I'm walking, because I want my kids to know, no matter what I went through, no matter what happened at a young age, I'm going to get it done. And that's one of the main reasons I started a YouTube, because I want more for my kids than I had. I had a great life. I can't say I struggled for anything. I can't complain about how I was raised. I mean, of course, every child, teenager is gonna say they wanted more or they wanted this, but I'm not gonna say that, because I am gonna say that because it was stuff that I wanted that maybe I didn't get, but I never struggled. I had clothes on my back. I had food. I had a roof over head. My 2 roofs over my head. I never struggled. I never had to ask for anything. If my mama didn't get it, guess what? I went to my daddy. 9 times out of 10, my daddy got it for me. If I asked my daddy for it, he didn't get it, I went to my mama. I was spoiled. I was definitely spoiled, and that's one of the reasons why I'm so messed up now, because I was spoiled. I was spoiled as a child. My dad didn't have any other kids living with him. I was the only kid that lived with him, but that gave him more opportunity to spoil me. All the way up until I was probably 12 or 13, I had birthday parties every year at my dad's house. I love going to my daddy's house on my birthday. My mom, she spoiled me as far as clothes, money. My dad was more as a, if I ask for something, I get it. My mama was more as, if I want these shoes that's coming out, I got it. That's just how it was. I never had to struggle for something because if one person didn't get it, I was getting it from the other side. And that's how I want my kids to be. You know, I can't say I ever had to want for anything, so I want my kids to have the same, if not better, childhood as I had. Like, I'm hoping that the pandemic that's going on right now definitely ends soon, because I want to travel with my kids just like I did. I went on cruises as I was younger. I went to Disney World. I just went a lot of places while I was a kid, like, and I want to be able to let my kids experience that. I don't want them to have to grow up in this. I stayed going to amusement parks, Great Wolf Lodge, Tennessee. We went everywhere in New York. Any place you can think of that ain't like Bora Bora and Bali, I done been to it. Like, me and my siblings never had to want for anything. Trying to think of some more stuff. And my siblings, I forgot to even mention them. My siblings are definitely a big help when it comes to my kids. My daughter kind of like fights with my brother all the time, but he just be getting on her nerves. My sister, that's my daughter's best friend. They are like this. It's like two peas in a pod. They love each other. They like best friends. My son, my brother wants that to be his best friend. We're gonna see how that goes, but my kids are definitely a big help. Not my kids, my siblings are definitely a big help when it comes to my kids. Well, I do have some advice to give to any young person getting ready to have a baby, or any young mom already. Don't give up. Don't let people tell you just because you had a baby at a young age that your life is over or your life is ruined. Don't let people talk down on you or make you feel bad because you had a kid at an early age. You definitely can still do it. Everybody that's doubting you or has something to say, prove them wrong. You ain't gotta say too much. You ain't gotta do too much. Cut them off, keep it pushing, and do you. You know what you're doing for your kids. You know if you're a great mother or not. You know you're handling your business. If you want to go back to school, go to school. If you had your child in 9th, 10th, 11th grade, stay in school. Don't give up just because you have a kid. I understand it makes it harder because you might not have a reliable babysitter, or you might have to work all the time to support your kids. I definitely still work, but I have babysitters in place that I gratefully, I'm so blessed that I don't have to pay for them. Like, my parents watch my kids, or their dad has watched them, or, well, not them, he's only watched Ivy because the baby just came, you know. But their godparents watch them. Anytime I need a babysitter, I don't have to struggle for a babysitter. That person's there. So it's just, don't give up. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. Just do you. Do what you gotta do to make your kids proud, because at the end of the day, you gotta realize you have a child, if not more, looking up to you. You don't have to worry about what anybody else is saying. You don't have to worry about this person talking about you, or worry about your kids, because in the end of the day, those are going to be the ones looking up to you. And it takes a lot for me to take my own advice, but one thing I can say is I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to let everybody that's talking, oh, she got 2 kids and she's only 20. Okay, I got 2 kids and I'm only 20. I got my own car that I paid for myself, that I didn't have to get a co-signer for at the age of 17. I'm living at my mom's house. Yes, I am, because I can, because my mom is letting me stay with her. And no, I'm not gonna move out until I feel that I need to move out and get my own place. No, I'm not gonna do that, because there's no need for me to move out when I can stay here and stack my bread. There's no need for me to do that. Like, people, well, you ain't got your, you right, I don't have my own place because I choose not to have my own place. That's just me. So no, you don't have to move out your house to prove that you're grown. No, you move out your house and then be back at your mom's house or your parents' house the next year. No, I'm not gonna do that. There's no need for me to do that. And I'm not kicking nobody that does that, but I don't need to. I'm here taking online classes and I'm working. I'm providing for my kids. My parents definitely help out, but I'm definitely the main provider for my kids. I do what I gotta do for my kids, doctor's appointments, all that. I rip up and down the road. I'm doing that. So don't let nobody say that you can't do it. I promise you, I have people that talk about me every day. Every day. But one thing can't nobody say. Let me tell you, is this right here? I don't play when it comes to my kids. One thing can't nobody say is I'm a good mother. And I take care of my kids. With or without help, my kids gonna be straight. I don't care if I gotta wear the same clothes, the same outfit for a whole year. My kids not going without. And if you have that same mindset as a parent and you push through, you will be the same. Don't worry about having the newest shoes that come out or the newest design or this, that, and the third. Worry about your kids. Make sure your kids straight first, because I promise you, if you take care of them, everything else will fall in place. Because the next thing, people make it seem like it's so expensive to have a kid. It's like just the most expensive thing in the world. Yes, it is not cheap having a child, but it's not the most expensive thing in the world. It's not. I have to buy diapers once or twice a month. I get the big box, which is about $40. Wipes, honestly, in all honesty, I still have wipes from my daughter's baby shower, and my daughter is about to be 2. So I still, that's what I'm saying, my support system is so strong. I probably didn't have to buy diapers for my daughter until she was almost, I can't even tell you how old. I did not have to buy not one single diaper for my daughter, but I still did because I didn't want my daughter to go without. I was still buying her diapers so she never ran out. So yeah, I didn't have to, you know what I'm saying, I had a good support system. Not everybody has that, but even if you don't have that, don't give up. If you gotta work a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life, don't give up. I mean, it's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5 because I work a 9 to 5. I work different shifts, so mine's not a 9 to 5. But I work, and I'm gonna keep working because I'm going to provide for my kids. That's just that. Nothing else comes before my kids. I would never put nothing before my kids because they're my #1 priority. And I just feel like if you keep the kids first, you know what I'm saying, you'll be straight. You ain't gotta worry about nothing else. Everything else gonna fall in place. Keep God first. Pray. Do whatever you gotta do. Just don't give up. And that's my message. So thank y'all. I know this was kind of a long video. It wasn't supposed to be this long, but you know, my last 2 to 3 minutes I kind of got into it. My brain went to running because, you know, it's just stuff that I needed to get off my chest. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I've probably been looking up this whole video because I'm looking at myself and I probably haven't been looking at the camera. I'm just noticing that. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your post notifications on so you'll be notified every time I drop a video. If you're a new subscriber, comment down below a caterpillar. If you're an old subscriber, comment down below a butterfly. Thank y'all so much for supporting me and tuning in for my next videos. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.